What's up? How's everybody doing today? It's Mdot or Mason, and today I have the tip video that I promised you guys. This is my first sort of tips video that I've ever done on my channel, so you guys bear with me, please. I don't really know how to approach this, but I decided I'll just do it my own way instead of not taking someone else's idea of a tip video. And the first tip I have for you guys is landing in a familiar location. You don't want to be in a spot you don't know because most of the time you'll end up dying off spawn or you won't end up getting a gun or you won't end up having an armor. You just want to be in a comfortable position for you and your team. And right in this clip, I land solar array. I'm very comfortable in this spot and I know where most of the loot is and I know where most of the people land when they land this place. And most of the people land in the middle of the map, on the middle of this location anyway, because there's a legendary barrel stabilizer or a purple barrel stabilizer all the time in the middle of this map here. I always land in the same building when I land here, no matter what is in the middle, because I know that I'm comfortable with that building I land, and I know that not very many people will always land in that building, and most of the time I can get all the loot that I need and get the kills and rotate out. And the second tip I have for you guys is using weapons you are comfortable with or familiar with. You don't want to use different weapons every game. You don't want to be like, oh, this game, I've never used a Spitfire, I'm going to try to use it this game. Especially if you're playing ranked. Like, you can do that in pubs, whatever, but most of the time in ranked, you're playing against someone that uses the vault every game, uses the mastiff every game, and they're very familiar with the weapon, and they're not hitting for 14 like I am with the mastiff. They're most likely hitting for over 50. And most of the time I will get destroyed by a Mastiff if I'm not using a weapon I am comfortable with, such as the R99, the Wingman, the R301, the Hemlock. I use the same four weapons and rotate them through games. It just depends on how I'm feeling or what loot I have. You don't always want to only know two weapons because most of the time when you're looking for a weapon, that'll be the one weapon you don't see the whole game. So that's just the way my RNG is. And so sometimes I'll have to run a Hemlock because I can't find a Wingman. Sometimes I have to run a R301 because I can't find an R99. And you won't always be able to find the weapons you're looking for. So try to get comfortable, go to training, use different weapons. Oh, you might find a weapon you like a little bit more than the weapon you are using. So that is my second tip for you guys. Third tip I have for you guys is knowing your sensitivity. Sometimes your sensitivity could just be way too high. My example of this, like when I played Call of Duty, I played on 13.15. This is like the most recent one, like Modern Warfare 2020 or 2019, whatever. And I played on 13.15, and I was really good still. But once I went down to 5 or 6, my aim got really good once I dropped that low. So, and also on Apex, I think I run 4 or 5 or yeah, I think I'm on 4.5 or 4.3 or something like that. But I also have ALC on, and you want to be in training. Like for this, like you want to be in training, practicing. Like I said, the last tip: your weapons, your sensitivity, your characters, like stuff you could do that's unpredictable. Like I've been countless of hours in training with my homie Esgood, my homie Fleece. With even my homie Should I Fold You, I've been training. We troll in there, but at the same time we're having fun and we're using weapons like learning the recoil, shooting each other from across the map with it, and you just gotta be like that training area is very underrated. I will say that you go into the firing range. You can even be by yourself and shoot at the dummies. I did that before. I've shot at the dummies, shot at the targets, and just practice. Like you just need to practice. Like your aim is probably some of the best stuff you can have in this game. Definitely like map knowledge and IQ and stuff like that, but your aim plays a big part. You're not gonna be able to get any kills if you're out here missing shots. You can't hit any bullets like this Caustic right here. Like, you don't want to be this Caustic and then get kicked in the back of the head. Like no one wants to be that guy. The next tip I have for you guys may not seem all that important, but trust me, it is. And that is to stay positive. You don't want to be the guy that's being all negative and saying, oh, we lost just because we only have two people. Like this game right here, me and Fleece had two people and we did very good to only have two people. I only have 2 kills and 1 assist, but hey, I'm going positive 72 with only 2 people in a diamond lobby. Like I've had games where me and Fleece have had 7 and 8 kills, and we only had 2 people in a rank lobby, and that was not in bronze. That was in diamond as well. You want to be positive. You always want to, stuff happens for a reason, and and you won't always be able to. Stuff always won't go as planned. You just want to stay positive and persevere and keep. Every situation has a positive in it. Trust me, everything happens for a reason. You just want to keep moving, keep pushing. You're going to lose points playing ranked. You're not always going to gain every game. So just keep that in mind and keep it moving. So I'm going to let this clip keep rolling because this is a great example of me not staying positive. And I hope you guys enjoy it because it's kind of funny.
Last one, right?
Yeah. We're down the stairs. Broke armor, I'll hit on you. Broke armor, right here. Willie, if you sell. Willie, how did you throw that? Willie! Yes, that was the last one! I knocked all of them! Oh my god, you just sold me so hard! You just sold me. Did you heal?
No, I popped the bat, but I didn't pop back it.
She had an L-star, nigga. How did you sell me? The next tip I have for you guys is knowing when to disengage and or run. Sometimes there's some fights that you most likely will not be able to win. The stars haven't aligned for your team. You're getting third party. You're all low. One of you guys might be knocked, and you just need to run or relocate. Right here, I get my armor broken, and we instantly get pushed by a team on my left. As we get pushed by the team on the left, I try to throw my L1 ability, which is Horizon's Gravity Lift, in the doorway. I do this a lot, actually. I didn't end up throwing it directly in the doorway, but they don't end up pushing because the ability's there. I throw my black hole outside to make sure they don't push us. It's a very good play.
Yeah, I'm saying
they don't end up pushing through the black hole. Try to get the res off. They end up shooting my black hole. Once they come through the door, Rafe's portal is at perfect timing. We get pushed by Bloodhound here, and I believe we end up knocking Bloodhound. It's actually a very good play. I tell my teammate to res because I got the shotgun close range, and I watch portal for him. So once we end up getting all healed up and revived, relocate. Which leads me into my next tip, which is getting early circle positioning. We get very lucky and end up getting the smack middle of the circle here, and it ends up actually putting us in a very good position here. If you get circle positioning early, most of the time you will not have to move. You can sit where you are and gatekeep everyone. Most people don't like playing slow, whatever, but that's what you're going to have to do if you're going to be playing in the high ranks, honestly. And the next tip I have for you guys is high ground. You always want to be on the high ground as much as you can. You don't want to take 50-50 fights. What a 50-50 fight is, basically, if we would have pushed that team when they were in the house, that wouldn't have been a 50-50. They would have been at an advantage because it had caustic. A 50-50 fight is basically landing somewhere, not having an armor. You don't know if they have armor or not, and you try to push somebody. Like, that's not smart at all. You always want to take a fight that puts you and your team at a great advantage over any other team, which we are at such a good advantage right now. We're in the middle of circle. All of them are outside of circle. They're going to have to push us eventually. We have high ground as well, so that's easier to get headshots when you're on the high ground, people. Also, my next tip is playing someone you're comfortable with. Me, I'm very comfortable with playing Horizon. I do stuff I don't see any Horizons do, which is throwing my tactical ability in front of doors so people can't push me. Throwing my black holes in front of doors. I use my black hole for a defense. Sometimes to even cover me. If I need loot really badly, I'll throw the black hole right on top of myself so they can't see me through it. Like, it just depends on whatever situation I put myself in. Most of the time I'll have a way out, or I'll have the next step already planned out here. So as Rafe, I believe, hits her tactical ability right here. Or no, she actually ends up portaling, and I throw my black hole, which is a very good black hole right here. That was probably that probably won us the game right here. I knocked one and I fell on accident, so I just decided to keep on shooting. right here, I should have pushed that team because it was only one. I didn't end up pushing there. I was communicating with my teammates, which leads me to the next tip. I really want you guys to listen to how we're talking to each other in the middle of this fight right here. We can go here. Go here. Go here. Go back here. Go back here. Go back here. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. We have to. We have to. I can get us on top. I can get us on top.
Oh,
Yeah, we can. We can.
Go.
Do this. Come here. Get on top. Get on top.
Anyone?
No.
We can get you back out. Hold on.
Fine, no, it's honestly probably better if I'm down.
What's in that supply drop? Is that Kraber?
No, it's ours. It's ours.
What's in there? What's in there?
Nothing. Purple backpack.
Dude,
I think we could all use a pick.
we need you up here. It's a better spot.
How the
Take it
fuck
in.
did y'all get it so easily? There we go.
Hey, watch
Watch Brave. Watch Brave. Watch Brave.
We
Here for 45. She still got blue shield.
Pin they ass. I don't even know where they are.
They're right here. They're picking right here.
This could get interesting.
Another team right here. Go down. Nope, nigga, we're out of your scan range.
Am I there?
Over there.
Yeah, that's him. One of the dudes on top have a red.
Yeah, I see him.
Brawl charge just got hit. He's weak.
Guys, we're gonna win. They're gonna have to rush us.
They give you 2 times for a red. They bubble. Watch here, watch
They're
here.
not gonna. They're barely gonna shoot when they're rushing in zone 2. They can come try to get under us. So we got a beam.
Crack. Oh, not give me. We're good.
You have
Let's
nades?
go.
Throw nades, throw
No,
nades
I don't have any. It's
Watch
okay,
right,
that'd be a
watch
waste
right
anyway.
Alright.
Let's have a buddy right here.
There's a wee numpty.
Yeah,
She's trying to portal.
Watch this.
Singularity.
Look, watch there. Keep on there.
Knock
I
one
fell on
there.
accident. Knock Wraith. Stay up top.
Get 30 thing.
That's what I do. I fell on accident. Over here. This team right here is knocked. I'm pushing that.
Knock, headshot. I actually fell. This team over here is last team. They have one knock. We gotta push this team right here.
Okay.
Watch him low.
I have to reload. I'm dead.
Got him.
One self-pressing.
One chip.
Anyone numpties?
I'm batting.
Watch him almost crack.
I'm batting. Coming. I'm coming. I'm pushing down with Eva.
Fuck it, we're pushing.
Need to recharge my. Another self.
Crack one. Give me crack. Reloading. Help me. Give me last. Go. Oh, so. My last and certainly not least tip. This will save your life so many times, and it's saving your life over loot. Definitely. Look at this bloodhound right here. He's one shot, and he decides to just run back to the loot box and start looting again. Like, what are you doing? He honestly lost this fight for his team here. I used my gravity lift, popped a bat. I seen the octane thing, so I just jumped towards that, make sure I ensure the bat. He hits me a few times while I'm in air and actually almost killed me, and I just kill his team. Like, if that bloodhound probably just would have ran, he might have actually had a way better chance of killing one person instead of just trying to loot and basically get his team killed.